Welcome back to some more High Shard Monster Train. Hope you are doing well today. So this is normally when I do my viewer requested Stoker deck editor runs. We're doing something a little bit different. You might not notice I don't have mods on, at least not game altering ones. Today I'm going to try and attempt at an overly explained run. Normally, I just kind of talk as I click buttons, lose my train of thought on that talking, and then keep clicking buttons and resume it, 20 seconds later when I remember I was saying something. Today, not so much. I'm going to do a random. I'm going to try to explain everything I do before I click buttons to be thorough. Okay. So we have Exiled Melting Remnant paired with Exiled Awoken. That is a very strong clan combination. We have Daedalus the Indiscriminate, so ping damage on Daedalus plus spikes on Daedalus, Fell Wings of Safety. And we have, so that's just defense, Seraph the Diligent. Now, we are really lucky we already have a defense answer to Seraph the Diligent. We already have Burnout Extension for Little Fade, and we have some damage. Good, because this clan otherwise doesn't have damage, so we can put damage upgrades into these Vine Grass from our temples to get those high shards. Now let's see what we have. I am going to visit the Forge first. Oftentimes I like the artifact first. They can help define a run. However, we are awoken. So if I see Spike Little Fade, I'm going to take it and try, and then I might actually take these spike upgrades. Let's see what happens. No. Well, that leaves us with Eternal Flame and Firelight. Eternal Flame is the very safe option. It's boring and straightforward, but it's very strong. Little Fade's the riskier one, but it's the one that can pop off more. One of the things you do though with trying to play high shards, you usually don't go for risky if you can avoid it. Risky can make you lose pretty easily. So I'm trying to decide. Now we're going to do Eternal Flame. Quick Endless, that's going to pair well if we do find spikes later. Double Extinguish and Votive Key. Wow. I mean, obviously it's the double extinguish trigger. Now Firelight really popped off. Ooh, Trader's Quill can come into play. Diligent. Encased Ember, though, is just such a great Ember solution. So Infused Mallet, just kind of bad in general. Trader's Quill is good, especially into Diligent, and I like my Consume spells. It's some just good damage, helps you get through those tanks before you scale up. Encased Ember is some great Ember if I get a Tomb. I don't have any currently, but not only is this good Ember solution, if I get Endless Tombs, it's a good infinite piece as well, because it gives me Ember for like an Awoken's Rail Spike. Only one of these artifacts is going to do something at the moment, but it's going to do so much that I'm happy to take it as is. Alright, we can just give you that plus 10 and have you perish. And I think we're just going to drop you here. Sadly, we don't get that little extra damage. It's fine, but we can drop 2 Train Stewards at bottom. And why? Because now I can just drop you behind here, and look at that. We easily get that kill. Yeah, this is the power of Quick Fade. It's going to carry you, and saving that extra damage, not having to rely on the reforms, is really strong. We're taking the Tomb. I mean, it pairs with my Encased Ember. Draft is really good, though. That's a great infusion, especially since we are seeing a Remnant Banner. I just, personally, it's a very strong strategy. But like Draft Enforcer, Paraffin Enforcer, super strong, super boring. Same thing with Firelight. I find it super boring. It's very, yeah, that's just personal preference. Molded is good, targeted at reform is better than random, but I think we take the Tomb, try to get this Encased Ember to go off, and we see Steel Enhance or Razor Sharp Edge Pyre Grow. Now, Steel Enhancer is going to be out. That's just kind of weak. Razor Sharp Edge is great scaling. We do have, of course, the 2 Whiplashes already, so we have some scaling. So it's not as necessary, but still quite good. And Pyrogrow. Pyrogrow, probably not going to get used. I will say I've had a lot of fun with Pyrogrow in Exiled Awoken as an intrinsic target. Just going to say, if you do that, it is a great time. You might spend 1 or 2 turns with, or sorry, 1 turn with no cards, but then you're going to be having a max hand every other round. It's great. It's a lot of fun. But we take the Razor Sharp Edge just because it's a really good. And Vine Mother could be our stings, right? That is more fodder for Diligent, which is good. Paraffin Thug is money. Now, we'll take the Vine Mother. It has 35 health, which is a great breakpoint. And I'll talk about that in a second. Alright. We are going to go to, I guess, this Remnant Banner, right? See what it shows us. We don't have money for an Endless. That is rough. So what we're going to do, we're going to skip this, because I can totally remember this was 110. Yep, we're going to get our Endless Tomb right away. That is definitely worth it, in my opinion. Okay. Now, I said this 35 health is a great breakpoint. There is a reason for that. Your high shards, you're going against Divinity, they're doing 20 damage plus a round. So you want something that can easily survive 1 round of combat before you have to start worrying about your defensive options. Now, I didn't talk about this, but 99% of the time, I always go Merchant of Steel, excuse me, when I go this second ring. And that's because you want some banner unit, you want hopefully some upgrades into it, so it can survive the sweep or the spikes boss. Now, we do have a strong champion, we do have Sting Generation, we do have a 100 damage Entombed Explosive, not as important. We also see a second Merchant of Steel, so that's also really good for us. Alright, I'm doing a lot of talking, so I apologize for the muting, just to get my throat nice and clear. Spell upgrades, we only have 2 spells for these. I'm going to put them into 2 different Vine Grass. Now this is going to spread out the power, which is good because it's going to make a little bit more redundancy in the deck until it's narrow, and then I just want big damage clears. Our Engage Pact, I'm going to do Train Steward into Train Steward. I could do a really amusing Vine Mother into Entombed Explosive, but I don't think I need all those stings. Now, I like doing the Train Steward into Train Steward Infusion because it's a Purge card for 25 shards, right? You'll often take the Purge, a spell with -1 cost for 15 shards. You still have to draw and play that spell. Here, I get the immediate Purge, but it's 10 more shards. Hopefully this time I can get the kill. Alright, we're going to have to take out that guy. We can just start some pumps here. Alright, we can sting this. We are going to blast. And quick. Doesn't quite kill everything. That's a little disappointing. Alright. We're going to do it like this. That gives me the full kills. We can drop this, get some pumps. Drop the Train Stewards. The lack of money, definitely sad, but we get a nice kill here. Doesn't even matter. We are a little poor. That is upsetting. We're going to not take a second Whiplash. We don't need that. Dripfall is good. It's fun strategies. The Dripfall, rearrange floors. I really like Dripfall strategies. It is very strong. But we're going to take the second Entombed Explosive just for Mega Tombs. I don't think we need a third big pump spell. We already have three, or a fourth. We already have 3 plus all of our small pumps. We don't need Sting. We don't need Wildwood Sap. So we're just going to take that extra small bit of money. We're going to see what the Merchant of Steel has for us. Multi-Strike. Wonderful. Remnant Banner. I'm going to take the Wickless Tycoon because I like money. Ooh. So this Resin Block is great because it's going to help the Little Fade a lot. Flicker Licker is great because more free things is more better. I can cast more and draw more cards. I think we're going to take the Flicker's Liquor. Just being able to cast things more often is good. We're going to look at our unit essences, right? So I think I'm just going to keep the Vine Mother with Multi-Strike. I think it's really amusing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see the Concealed Caverns. Wow, we take this in Awoken's Rail Spike. Sorry, that was not even a consideration. Awoken's Rail Spike, extra draw when we have all this extra Ember is going to potentially give us an infinite. And we're just going to go with that. So now, I am really set on winning this in a very strong way. Okay, we can just drop you and you. Very cool. We're going to just give you stealth. You're going to sit up top. Alrighty. We can do this. Let's go ahead and drop you here and this here. So the Entombed Explosive just kind of keeping things nice and weak. Get some money. That's good. Once again, we are just going to keep increasing your attack. We're not getting the most from that. Maybe if I played at bottom, I would get more gold. But that's a different issue. Okay, we can just Sting. Very cool. We can clear this out. We can Razor Sharp. Yeah. I'm just going to keep increasing Little Fate's attack by a lot. We can drop this Little Fate again. Very nice. Let's drop a Train Steward and a Train Steward. And one of these. We're going to then just draw 7 cards because I can. Do want to kind of clear this deck, so we're going to do this. I do want Little Fate to go away. So we're just going to clear out the Little Fade. So I can drop it bottom against you. We can Sting out this. Very cool. And we just get a nice bottom floor kill. Luckily, we get a Reform, just gets some 5 more gold. Here, we'll even give you Stealth. Okay. Wow. Another Awoken's Rail Spike. I think we take it. Adaptive Mutation is good if I had Spike Fade. It's not really as good here unless I want to make this like to a Mega Tank, which would be pretty amusing but not strong. Intent on Death could help me with my gold problem, though, right? Hit, collectors with it. I could grow Little Fade quicker, get Entombed Explosives, but I think it's just the Awoken's Rail Spike to cycle in my deck a lot faster. Big Sludge! Big Sludge Infusion into my Vine Mother. Yes, thank you. And we are just going to take +1 draw. We want to get to my combo pieces quicker. We can have more combo cards in hand. Ooh. We are going to take Broken Wheel. So we get the 3 choices here thanks to Malika. Corrupted Cloud is fine. It's the best if I'm doing something like imps or rejuvenate strategies, heal strategies for the upgrade. Confidential, judgmental fittings only. Judgmental fittings is really rough. You want a clan that has damage spells, which we don't really have at the moment, and you want some way that you have consistent AoE damage. So if you have, for example, the Candle Artifact, where a unit with Burnout dies, deals 5 damage to all enemies, that is something if I have that and I have like Drakes, it is something I might consider taking Judgmental Fittings for. Or if I have like a holdover Glimmer, then maybe that too. I don't have anything like that. That's just going to set me back. That's just going to kill me. Broken Wheel, on the other hand, I can toss Big Sludge into the Vine Mother. I can get all my Train Stewards to perish. It's just going to be more purges, which is good. I can do the Endless or nothing later on, which is even better. And the main thing here is it's going to make a smaller deck. And a smaller deck means more chance at an infinite with what I'm doing. Now, I don't need anything duped. I have my Infusion. I can do more purges, but I really, really want my Remove Consume. So we're going to look for that. We're going to see our Divine Temple. We see a Spell Chain. Spell Chain is pretty good. We see an Intrinsic. That's also pretty good. Alright, there's a Remove Consume. So we have the Remove Consume. I am going to put a Spell Chain on something. We're going to put that on a Root Seeds. Alright. And we're going to actually Intrinsic the other Rail Spike, just because it can draw cards better. And we put this Big Sludge into our Vine Mother. Now, the main thing is we can't cast our second Entombed Explosive. We need to hold that for 2 more rings. Alright, we're just going to go full Eternal Flame, full damage, all the way. It's the best thing for us. Alright, -1. We're going to put this in that Chained Root Seeds. And we don't really need to re-roll. We are so poor. We don't need a Purge or Train Stewards. They're just coming anyways. Spell Shield. I have 2 Spell Shield, or 2 cards that, get affected by that. I'm not worried. Alright. We're just going to take my initial draw 3. You can simply go here. I am fine with that. We can start pumping that guy up. This is not the one I want. That's a-okay. We really need this money. And we can just let you perish. We get the wrong one. Alrighty. So you can go there. That's going to kill everything. We need to start clearing other enemies. So we can send you here. That's going to do 100 damage. That way I can clear both of those. We're going to pull this guy forward for Little Fate to take out. We kept the attack under 125, which is great. And we just send this Train Steward out to die and get purged. Alright, so we drop our Little Fate again. Right, we get some nice kills. We get some nice increase there. Now we are doing 185, so I'm pretty happy with that. So we're going to drop you down here. We're going to weaken this so we can actually, bust through things. We can get rid of the Train Steward, and we can simply just draw 5. Put some more pumps into our big ol' ragey Vine Mother and be really happy with that. Alright, we're going to get rid of the stings. Tomb Explosive is just going to go down there. That's just going to clear the floor, apparently. That's great. We might as well give you more attack since you are going to perish, right? Alrighty. We're going to get rid of our stings. We're going to get rid of enemy units. I want to give you stealth and then just drop 5. I think that's the best course. We're going to get rid of that with a razor sharp because now we're doing so much more damage into the boss. Alright. We can sting. We are just going to drop you and you. And draw a bunch of cards. Right now we have a free kill. Doesn't really matter. Kaboom. Alrighty, I think we're doing well. Ooh, there's a vote very even. I don't need more combo pieces. We have one engulfed in smoke. One is not the most, but it is enough if I'm doing an infinite. So we're going to skip all of these. We don't need reform. Our 2 things have endless already. And in our next fight, we're going to get another endless. Now, on the other hand, ensnare is great if I don't go for an infinite. Right, holding things down is good. More draw is also good. Bramble Lash is fine if we're doing Spike Fade, but we're not. We're just going to skip. We're going to take money. We're going to purge down our deck. That is our goal. Now I'm going to look here. Since I am going for an infinite, I want to know where my dupes are at. There's a dupe here at this hell vent. There is a dupe at this Merchant of Magic. That is going to be the ideal place to dupe my Rail Spike. Till then, we're just going to focus on getting money and artifacts. First Hell Pact, ooh, not even a need to consider that just because it's so much better for us. Alright. Now, since I do have an intrinsic Rail Spike, this improved Firebox, this is a free draw so much on my first turn. We're going to re-roll. And man, we're seeing a lot of good stuff if we had Spike Fades. Jackstrip's good for removing damage shield, but we just take the Channel Heart, go bankrupt because I have stings. I'm going to make stings. Let's take that for the fun of it, right? Alright, we're going to sacrifice you. Big Sludge. We draw 12. And we just keep your attack nice and high, draw 2 more. We want to make sure we are killing things appropriately. Very good. Very good. We're going to drop you. And we just get our attack nice and high. Alright, there's a sting to clear this, a sting to clear that. I do want things to die on top occasionally. So we're just going to keep everything nice and weak to send up top and get kills. Alright, you have the stealth, so I can just do this to get those kills. That will kill one of those, that will clear out both of those, makes me happy. You just get more attack, and you get a lot more attack as well. Cool, we get that free sting. 285. So we're going to drop you We will also drop this, but we're just going to sting it. I should have just done that up top. That would have been smart. We send you down to as little health as possible. More rage is better. And we get a good amount of damage just coming through. Okay, we draw 10 cards because why not? We're slowly running out of health on our dude, that's fine. We get our stings in, we get that going. Apparently that's enough for a kill, which is hilarious. 30 damage stings do add up a bit, which is nice. Awesome. We snap our money. Once again, we don't need more survivability. We are scaling high damage. We're going for an infinite. I don't want to take more cards. Now we do have to be, I would say we have to be careful of Diligent, but after turn 1, even if we don't get the infinite to go off, we do have the Vine Mother stings coming to us. So I think we're going to be fine. And I'm going to also keep my stealth in here. We take another Awoken's Railspike. You can't have too many of those, right? Ingraft's just nice heal Ember, but not needed. We already talked about the Custodian. Alright. So now here's the question. Do I need... Well, we might as well take it, right? I'm going to take the Immortality Potion. I already have Endless on my important factors as is, but might as well put Endless on my other dude too. We see another internal Kinstone. Now I don't even need to dupe those. That's good. I just snap that up. I get a nice -2 into another one. And we're going to do this infusion right away. There we go. 200 damage, Entombed Explosive. Before I do any more purchases and upgrades, I'm going to see this Concealed Caverns just in case it gives me something important. Bone Dog. I mean, Bone Dog's fun, but I'd rather just purge a card, right? Get closer. Remove a Primitive Mold. Now we're one step closer to having an infinite combo. Intrinsic. We're going to go ahead and give Engulfed in Smoke Intrinsic. And we can put a -1 on this guy. Now here we go. We're just going to start purging cards. Goodbye Primitive Mold. These are completely useless since I have Endless on all my units. So we get rid of them. What a spell got for us. We'll find out. We drop you. We are just going to drop you up top. We start drawing through my deck. We can clear out these enemies, which is great. Draw 8 more. Man. Yeah, I love to see it. Draw 9 again. Don't tell me I already have an infinite. That would be hilarious. We're going to keep this Vine Grasp. And so I'm just going to Vine Grasp you. That's why I kept it. Honestly, I should just still be casting these up top. Razor Sharp Edge it for some more damage. Wow. Drop the Entombed Explosive. We Vine Grasp it. We get the 5 Ember. We pump up a little Fade. We draw 9. This isn't a horribly bad infinite, which I'm surprised we actually have enough clear and draws to get through it. Oh, nope, didn't this time. Wow. But still, that is a lot of damage. Let's just put this in view up here. Alright, so now we can just cast the Sting, Entombed Explosive. We're just going to repeat this as much as possible. We draw 10, and we just... I mean, we're basically getting the kill. We're going to keep that Vine Grasp, just so to make sure we can pop you again. Draw some 8 cards. Very cool. And I think we just get this flying kill next turn. Alright, we Sting, we Grasp, we hit you for 200, and we let our Vine Mother come through with an angry kill. Alright. Once again, not spikes, we don't need Shard Channeler. I could take Sacrificial Resurrection, except I'm most likely to hit my combo pieces with it, so it's not going to really help me remove my deck. Wickless Recruitment, not what I need either. I'm not going heavy burnout or debuff effects, so I can just skip for free money. We take draw once again. More draw means I get my combo pieces faster. Well, since we have our pieces for an infinite, I just want to make my deck thinner and get to it faster. So I'm just going to give you plus 25 health, because it's fun. I'm going to take my increased health. I'm going to purge these last 2 primitive molds. We're going to get ourselves a better internal flame. We're just going to wipe out enemies. Easy as that. We drop you, we drop this, we drop this. We don't need to stealth this floor. I put that in the wrong one. It doesn't matter. We're going to get enough burnout that I'm comfortable putting those into my Vine Mother. Yeah. We just keep pumping the Vine Mother. Let's just make things free. We're just going to draw 3. We're going to take out both of these and call it good. Right? We don't need to go too overboard. We just need enough to get through for kills, which we already have here. So we're just going to pump up our dude, draw through once, pump up again, call it good. We can drop the stings out, we can stealth, and then we drop our 2 units. They both die, so we're just going to draw more cards. We're going to keep pumping up our giant Vine Mother. I mean, at this point, I could probably just kind of end turn and win. So I think I'm just going to click end turn this time. Very cool. Sting, sting. Because I do have Vine Mother, it is actually more difficult to get the infinite the longer I go on. Alright, we get the stealth first. And then we can drop these guys. We move you forward, now you all die. Alright, we get the stings out of here. Pump, 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 pump. 2-minute explosive, a little fade. Draw a bunch of cards. I think I'm going to be fine. There we go. I was looking for this engulfed in smoke. Now we can just end turn. And end turn. There we go. Giant Ragey Vine Mother is carrying us on through. Ooh, this is fun. So I could take the resin removal to help with my infinite against killing Seraph quicker, so I'm going to do it. And then here, once again, we don't need more cards. We don't need big heals. We don't need very small amounts of spikes. We don't need more draw, so we skip for more gold. We're going to go onto the removal side once more. Merchant shows us probably nothing we care about. Temple shows us a -2. Let's go there for more draw. We put the +10 piercing into a giant Vine Grasp. We want both of those Vine Grasps, by the way, of course, to kill our poor little Entombed Explosive. We are going to purge a Root Seeds and a Wicklash. It's not needed. We're going to just start purging cards. Goodbye second Wicklash. Goodbye Root Seeds. We're not getting rid of the Razor Sharp Edge over Root Seeds because Razor Sharp Edge can kill my tomb if needed. So we're just going to remove all of those. We don't need any of those. Oh, another multi-strike. That's pretty funny. We got all the shards we could. We just wanted all those removals to help my infinite combo. And now we're against Diligent. We do get 3 more cards in our deck, but we already saw. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be fine. Alright, we're going to drop Little Fate here. You here, and we will consume. Just make this easier. That, and we're going to draw a bunch of cards. Alrighty. We're going to start getting rid of these. We're going to do as much damage into you as possible. We're going to draw 4 more. And now we can start comboing off. Just like this. Might as well cast the Razor Sharps. I'm pretty sure it's not going to matter. We draw 8. And I think I'm basically guaranteed to get this to work. And we're going to just draw and play everything that we get. And it's going to help us scale pretty decently, right? So each time I go through this cycle, this is 200 damage there. I get 5 more rage. That's another 20 damage on you as well, plus any other spells I cast. So it's going pretty quickly as far as infinites go, which is very nice for us. Now this is going to, actually it's going to be pretty amusing. This is going to be more of an explained run, but it's still going to be fairly short play time just because this infinite's going to shave off a few minutes from the clock for us. Whoops! Oh no! Get back out here. I will admit that was pretty amusing and a mistake by me. I lost all my rage. How dare I? But I think I still am going to get this kill nice and easy like. Now we just cast out our hand each time. Always clearing out the Entombed Explosive. Everything else, whoops, don't want to Vine Grasp my own dude again. That would be the same silly mistake once more. But we can just cast all of this. Almost there. Only a couple more cycles and we will be done. Right. We're at 530 damage. Whew, so close. 572. Let's just blast you one last time. There we are. Click and turn. Let the Vine Mother get in our attack. Knight's Infinite done. We can take the Shard of Divinity. Does not matter to us. Alright, we fight. You know what we're going to do? We are going to play top floor. It doesn't really matter. We just kind of drop you, we drop this. And we just draw out our deck. And we are basically set for winning. Right? And I can probably... Can I just get away with it just doing 3? I think that's going to be a better idea. It's going to be a little bit quicker. Yep. We drop the tomb, we ping the tomb, we draw the cards. We drop the tomb, we ping the tomb, we draw the cards. Don't need to play out my whole hand. Probably didn't need to against Diligent, though, because I had the extra 3 cards in my deck. I felt safer to keep the combo going to do so. So once again, we are doing 200 damage with each tomb, and we're getting plus 5 rage for each tomb death, which is another 20 damage because we do have that multi-strike. So we're doing 220 closer to victory each and every cycle, which is pretty quick as far as damage goes. Okay, we're already at 3,500. How much did we start at here? 62. Yeah. We're already halfway to victory. Over halfway because of the damage we're gaining. We just keep going. And going. And going. Whoops, almost played the wrong card. That's fine. Let's get some more draws. Let's get some more damage. Hopefully you're all enjoying this and doing well. I'm doing pretty well myself. The kid has finally kicked back a little bit on their habit of waking up between 2 and 4 a.m., which means I'm getting a little bit more sleep again. It does make my life a little bit nicer. It also makes the videos a little bit easier to do when I can think better. Okay, here we go. Look at that. We get that nice kill. Once again, we're going to let the Vine Mother get that final kill. Basically 600 damage coming in with 140 rage. Bam. 9-turn boss rush. Alright, thank you, Hef, for that armor. Doot doot. Okay, run summary. So yeah, I try to do an explained run. It is a bit longer, right? My recent videos have been closer to 30-some minutes on the run time. This one was 43 minutes. Yeah, see, it's much longer. This one didn't need much on the run explanation. There was, of course, Waxer Snuffer is hard to pass. Encased Ember was the good pick here. As I said, I called it early. This is why I picked it. It is Ember Generation Salt. If you get Tombs, it is a win con of Ember Generation if you get Awoken's Railspike, which I did. Right, I got 3 of them without having to dupe it. It was ridiculous. Everything else from there just kind of helped with that. Flicker's Liquor makes things free, easy to play. Hell's Pact was great. Improved Firebox with an intrinsic Rail Spike is just a huge draw turn 1. My focus once I got the Waxer Snuffer and the Woken's Rail Spike and I had my Encased Ember Tomb was, of course, just hitting Merchant of Magics, and I found the Eternal Stone right away for 2 times, and then it was just purging cards. I hit all the purges I could, get my deck down as thin as possible, because then I was going to hit my infinite with a few hitches. I could do a turn 1, nice and easy against both Diligent and Divinity, even the turn 8 against Fel as well. So yeah, that was a kind of over-explained run. It just turned into identified I had that infinite. I went for the parts that would make the infinite actually function. Remove consume. Figured out where my dupes were in case I, needed to dupe it, which would have been the last ring, and just remove cards till I won. And that is the run. I guess another shout out to the Immortality Potion and the Worn Grindstone. No, it's not Worn Grindstone. But the Purge unit, I think Worn Grindstone's a +5 attack to your units. My bad. But being able to purge out my Train Stewards, my other units, was useful. Saved me that money, saved me the effort for my infinite. Anyways, that is the end of this run. I hope you had fun, and thank you for watching.